If you look at that last pose down, you'll see it.
Yeah,
I looked at it again, and you see it.
Welcome back to Bodybuilding Nation. Today we're breaking down several major developments, including Hadi Choopan's Olympia prep, more insights into the Nick Walker versus Derek Lunsford decision, Regan Grimes' New York Pro preparations, and updates on good Vito and Colossus Ken. Hadi Choopan, the Persian Wolf's Olympia campaign begins. Let's start with a recent physique update from Hadi Choopan. The Persian Wolf is already looking exceptionally lean and carrying substantial size during this early phase of his preparation. For those unaware, Hadi has officially begun his Olympia prep, shifting into high gear for bodybuilding's most prestigious competition. I wish Hadi would share more about his mindset right now, especially after the Pittsburgh Pro results. The landscape has dramatically shifted. It's no longer just 2, but now 3 competitors, besides himself, with legitimate chances at claiming the Olympia title this year. After Nick Walker's incredible showing at Pittsburgh and Tyler Mannion's subsequent breakdown confirming Nick's status, it's clear the mutant is fully in contention for the Olympia crown. One crucial advantage separates Hadi from his competitors: freshness. Among all potential first call-out Olympia competitors, he's the only one focusing exclusively on a single show. We've now seen concrete evidence that peaking multiple times can impact even elite-level physiques. Derek Lunsford showed slight regression from his Arnold Classic condition to Pittsburgh, mirroring what happened to Hadi himself last year when he couldn't replicate his Arnold Ohio package at the Olympia, ultimately costing him the title. Similarly, Samson Dauda couldn't maintain his Olympia-winning form at the Arnold, and now Derek has followed the same pattern. This observation raises an important question. Could Hadi be the most dangerous competitor at this year's Olympia? Nobody achieves his level of conditioning, particularly from the front, and with an entire year focused solely on improvement, especially addressing his back development, we might witness the same kind of shocking improvements Nick Walker displayed at Pittsburgh. Hadi's 2024 Arnold Classic physique was arguably one of the most impressive packages to grace a bodybuilding stage in the post-Phil Heath era. Those who attended that event consistently emphasized that television couldn't capture how truly remarkable he looked in person. While Samson Dauda enters as the defending champion and presumptive frontrunner, virtually everyone agrees this year's Olympia is wide open. Could Hadi reclaim the title he previously held? What are your thoughts? Nick versus Derek. Controversy, head judge speaks out. The debate around Derek Lunsford's victory over Nick Walker at Pittsburgh continues, with more industry figures offering explanations. Steve Weinberger.
Again. It was a coin toss, and that's why we posed them. And as we were posing them, unfortunately, Nick lost a little bit of that edge, and Derek got a little bit of a better edge, and that's why he got the win. He just got a little.
The Olympia's head judge recently appeared on the Overcome podcast to address this controversial decision. Consistent with previous accounts, Weinberger confirmed the final call-out proved decisive in the judge's decision to award Derek the victory over Nick. The encouraging news for Nick's supporters is that his primary issue, failing to maintain midsection control during transitions, is entirely fixable. Given how extensively this weakness has been highlighted, Nick will undoubtedly ensure this mistake doesn't recur. As Weinberger explained, it was a coin toss, which is why we posed them so extensively. Unfortunately, as the comparisons continued, Nick lost a little bit of that edge, while Derek became slightly tighter, ultimately securing the win. Nick's victory over Derek in the back double biceps pose represents one of the weekend's most remarkable achievements. He's now released previously unseen photos from his Pittsburgh peak week, further demonstrating just how impressive his package truly was. Numerous authorities, including the judges themselves, have described this as Nick's all-time best condition. This sets a new standard for the mutant. He'll need to either replicate or surpass this showing at the Olympia. The moment Derek stepped on stage at Pittsburgh, immediate comparisons to his Arnold version surfaced, with many observers noting he appeared less sharp, less conditioned, and less detailed than his previous outing. Nick's coach, Kyle Wilkes, has confidently stated they'll present an even better package at the upcoming New York Pro this weekend. An ambitious claim considering the exceptional quality of Nick's Pittsburgh appearance. Regan Grimes, true prep face for New York Pro. Looking at Regan Grimes, we're seeing the face of a genuine prep in progress just days before the New York Pro. Many doubted Regan would compete, partly due to his own video suggesting he might not be ready, and partly because of the exceptional depth of competition at this show. However, Regan has demonstrated to the bodybuilding world that he doesn't fear any challenger. I can't recall Regan looking this depleted during previous preparations, displaying the classic skull face that indicates extreme conditioning efforts. Let's hope he avoids the situation Martin Fitzwater experienced, where extreme depletion followed by ineffective carb loading left him unable to present his best package. Regan has been systematically reducing his condition for weeks with clear objectives, presenting significantly more size than his last appearance at the 2023 Olympia while bringing exceptional conditioning and detail. While Nick Walker is widely expected to claim victory at the New York Pro, a strong showing from Regan, particularly if he outperforms competitors like Michal Krizo and William Bonac, would position him perfectly for success at the upcoming California Pro. A recent glimpse of Regan's hamstring development from 3 weeks out provides encouraging signs that he'll arrive in excellent condition. The ideal scenario would be Regan bringing a package capable of challenging Nick, creating a fascinating apples versus oranges comparison between two completely different physique types, the mass monster versus the aesthetic champion. Good Vito, back in training for Olympia debut. It's encouraging to see Good Vito back in the gym for the first time since last year's health concerns. This provides welcome reassurance to fans that his issue wasn't a major injury, and he's on track to make his Olympia debut this October. While these types of comparisons are never entirely fair or meaningful, Jose Raymond, who saw Vito 2 weeks before Pittsburgh, indicated he looked significantly better than at the Arnold Brazil. Even judging by his Brazil condition, Vito likely would have compared well with the top 2 finishers, and given Martin Fitzwater's showing, could have easily secured third place. Although Vito doesn't possess the dramatic shoulder-to-waist ratio of Derek Lunsford, his quad development surpasses Derek's, and he displays superior definition and peak in his biceps. It's unfortunate that Vito had to withdraw just 2 days before the competition. With approximately 5 months until the Olympia, Vito has ample time to address his health concerns and implement a mini off-season before beginning serious preparation. This timeline should allow him to present an even more impressive package than what he brought to the Arnold Brazil. Who else believes Good Vito could have been a legitimate top 3 contender at the Pittsburgh Pro had he competed? Colossus Ken, the most anticipated pro debut? Let's not forget about Colossus Ken, who's set to make his professional debut at the New York Pro in just days. We haven't seen many recent updates from Ken, perhaps a strategic decision to minimize media pressure before his first pro showing. What makes this debut particularly fascinating is that Ken will share the stage with 4 top 10 Olympia competitors, including William Bonac, a top 2 Olympia finisher, and Nick Walker, a top 3 Olympia finisher. This baptism by fire will certainly reveal where Ken stands among the elite. Without seeing him alongside these established professionals, predictions about his placement remain speculative. Ken brings an impressive combination of attributes: excellent overall size, tremendous back width, and the ability to command stage presence. The critical question is whether he can match the conditioning level of seasoned pros. What we do know is that Ken has been pushing extremely hard in recent weeks, resulting in some visible size reduction as he prioritizes conditioning. One certainty, Ken will appear substantially larger than when he earned his pro card in 2023, having used his extended off-season effectively. Is this the most anticipated men's open debut of the year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit that like button and subscribe to Bodybuilding Nation for more updates. Thanks for watching.